Man, this video is going to bring back some memories. I haven't used this breast pump since I quit my job. And I did use it for 9 months, so I have a ton of experience using it. Just so you know, there are no affiliate links in this video. I am not trying to sell you anything to make money. I'm just letting you know my experience, what worked for me, just to help you. It would be great if I could make some money off this video. I'm not currently monetized, so if you want to help me out and you would like me to make some money, subscribe to my channel because I'm like a long way from getting there. So, this breast pump, the Elvie breast pump, it was definitely a huge part of my life for the 9 months that I used it. When I was in the hospital with my baby, I met with 2 lactation consultants, and then I rented one of the hospital medical grade breast pumps, which I was really grateful to have because I had no idea what I was going to do for a breast pump when I left the hospital. And the hospital grade breast pump was a little more effective at getting the milk out of my boob than the Elvie was. When I was using the medical grade one and I would pump, I'd get about 4.5 ounces each time. This one really got me more like 3.5, 4 sometimes. If you want more information on how to increase the output from your pumping, I have some videos on how to improve milk production, and those did help me boost my milk production despite what breast pump I was using, so check those out. This is just about how to use this breast pump in order to increase milk production, and just like some things that helped me when I was using it for those 9 months. So I would recommend this. When I was working, I worked at a desk job. I was not at a place where they had people to give me a break. And so I was literally pumping at my desk every day, every other week. I took every other week off for my maternity leave. If you want more information on that, you can check out my video on maternity leave. That's a whole nother story. But yeah, so every day I was using this at my desk. And I sat in an office that people would walk into and talk to me while I was wearing it. And I am under the impression that most of them did not know that I was wearing a breast pump and pumping milk while I was having a conversation. I talked on the phone with this every day. It was interesting. But I was really grateful because I was able to pump on my schedule and still get all the work done I needed to do, and everything went super seamless thanks to this pump. It was very quiet. I could audibly hear it, and the girl that sat next to me at one point did say that she could hear it, but it was barely noticeable. I spoke to other people who said they could not hear it. So, let's see. The thing that I didn't love about this pump is sometimes when you're wearing it and it's on and it's doing its thing, the little phalange, is this the phalange? I don't know, whatever this thing is, would slip out of place sometimes. So sometimes I'd be pumping, and if I was working and I was new to all of this and I didn't notice, I would have the thing on for 30 or 40 minutes. I'd go to check and there would be nothing in the bottom of the pump, or maybe like a tablespoon in the bottom of the pump, and I'd be like, is there something wrong with me? Is there something wrong with the pump? It took me a minute to figure out it was this thing that was slipping out of place. So if I started paying more attention to the pumping process while I was wearing it, and I noticed that I wasn't hearing the milk draining from this part into the bottom, which you can hear sometimes. And if I didn't feel suction on my nipple, what I would do is I would press the little plus sign right here. You can also, if you want to, install the app on your phone, and there's a button on the app that you can press the plus sign on to increase the suction. And basically, if I pressed the plus sign and I didn't notice increased suction was happening, I'd be like, oh shit, it's not sucking. Pardon my French. And I would adjust the phalange. So what I would have to do is I'd have to pause the thing, take it out of my bra, carefully pull this off, set this on the desk, which it sits nicely on the desk. Looked kind of cute. And then I would take this thing off and readjust it so it's perfectly centered. It has to be perfectly centered on there. Otherwise it'll move around and it'll wiggle out of its place, and that's how you'll get to the point where you're not getting any suction. Put it back on there, stick it back in my bra, and that would solve the problem. So if you are noticing that it's not really extracting the boob milk efficiently and effectively, yeah, hit that little plus sign and see if you notice an increase in the feel of suction. Because there's a point where if you hit that button a bit much, it starts to get pretty intense, the suction, and you'll notice for sure there is something going on with your nipple. Otherwise, there's something going on with that little flange that needs to be wiggled around and put back into place. Okay, what else? This thing, I used it morning and evening. So I worked from 8:30 to 5 every day. I would breastfeed the baby in the morning before I would leave. Then I would, for a while, I just left her at home with her dad while we were on leave, family leave. Thank God for that. That was great. And then for a while, I was taking her to a nursery for 2.5 months. And so then at 10 o'clock, so about 10 o'clock every day, I would pump. I would go see the baby for my lunch break at 1, and then at about 3:30, 4 o'clock, I would pump again. And it's good to pump every 2 to 3 hours. You'll see that in my part 3 of milk production, my suggestions on that, if you do watch that video, to pump every 2 to 3 hours, because that keeps milk production at a good optimal peak level. So if you don't get to go see the baby on your lunch break, you'd want to most likely, ideally, pump at that time that I was going and nursing my baby at 1, or, at whatever 3-hour interval it is for you. And so this thing will stay charged throughout the day for the 2 sessions, no problem. For a 3rd session, if you needed to do it for 3 sessions a day, you either need to bring the charging cables and some units that you can plug them into the wall, the little charger plug things that these adapt to. Or you can get what is called a power pack, where it's a thing that you can plug into the wall, charge the little power pack box, and then plug these into the power pack, plug this into the cable, and charge it that way, because it won't last throughout the day without some sort of charge if you're going to do more than 2 sessions. I found at the end of the 2nd session, this thing was just about dead. It was perfect for what I was doing. A lot of the days I was tired and busy and taking care of a baby, and I forgot to charge it, so I ended up charging it at work all the time, and it charged up, I wouldn't say pretty quickly, but quickly enough so that if I just plugged it in the morning when I got to work, it would be ready to go well before 9:30 or 10, so that was good. What did I use to seat this in my bra? I had 2 Bambooby bras. I'm not affiliated with the Bambooby company at all, but I do like them, and I will provide a link to the bras that I had. I got the crisscross, sexy looking bra in a large, and then I got the basic looking cheaper bra in a medium. Before I had the baby, was a 36 triple D, so DDD, or I guess sometimes they call it an E or an F, I don't know. Triple D, whatever that means. And so with the one bra that I had, here it is. Their smaller bra, I would use this little thing right here that they give you. It's like a bra strap extender. So with the medium-sized bra, you would clip this to the top of the maternity bra, clip this to the bottom little clip of the maternity bra, and then this would fit in the medium, no problem. Now, with the racerback one that I got in a large, I really liked how it seemed to know if my boobs were smaller or bigger. It would just easily extend and stretch out or retract and still be pretty comfortable. That was my favorite thing about the Bambooby bra. And with the racerback one that I had in the size large, I didn't need the little bra strap extender. I could just stick it in my bra. My bra would expand to the right size, and then when I was done, I would pull it out and the bra would snap right back to where it was supposed to be. Super magical bra. So I mean, if you are using this and you're looking for a good bra to use with it, I would recommend checking out those Bambooby bras. The racerback one worked really well for me, and so that was very helpful. What else was helpful when I was using this? Yeah, after so many months, you might have to replace some of these rubber pieces. I only was using it every other week for a while, and then for the last 2.5 months that the baby was in daycare, every day, every week. Well, 5 days a week. I didn't work 7 days a week, thank God. But if you do go for more than 9 months or a year using it, you might want to replace all the little rubber pieces because they do start to give out. Elvie recommends replacing them after each baby, but if you're starting to notice a drop off in the amount that you're getting from pumping, it could be that these rubber pieces are starting to lose their efficiency and their effectiveness. So you can consider replacing all of these sooner or more frequently. But the thing that you might want to try is just seeing if you can do some things to improve your milk production, and I will include the links to those videos so that you can see what I did. Like drinking coconut water in copious amounts really, really helps. There's a lot of things that you can do that can really increase your milk production. And so, let's see, is there anything else I want to say about this Elvie product? Tips and tricks, the charging, the bras. Oh, no, I think that's everything, and my baby's taking a nap, and I'm super tired from a Mommy and Me yoga class from yesterday, so I'm going to call it good. I hope this was helpful. If you did find it helpful, feel free to subscribe to my channel. I wish you the best of luck on your breastfeeding journey. Best wishes to you and your baby. Take care.